very sorry, Mr. Brendel. This table is reserved for Mr. Carrillo.
But I used begun to eat.
Hello, Ella. I'm sorry about the table, but...
Hello, Leo.
You see, Mr. Carrillo is to be our master ceremonies tonight.
Oh, that's all right. I'm going to listen to him, so why shouldn't he sit down and listen to me?
Cállate la boca, cabeza cuadrada.
C'est vous, qu'est-ce que vous racontez? Zut alors.
Happy Rito welcomes you, ladies and gentlemen, on this, our star night at the Cocoanut Grove. As customary on this occasion, I wish to present your master of ceremonies, a celebrity who needs no introduction.
Thank you, Ted, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Famous Star Night at the Cocoanut Grove is always an event looked forward to eagerly by the stars themselves. Under the spell of the palm, the workaday thoughts quickly fade and blend into the carefree atmosphere of Ted Fiorito's haunting melodies. Even the executives themselves find this a haven in which to forget the dictaphone and glorify the saxophone. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to present Mr. Jack Oakey. Uh-oh. Arlene Judge is trying to catch my eye. See you later, Arlene. Oh, Sir Guy Standing is sitting next to the winsome Toby Wing, while Richard Cromwell and Gary Cooper probably wish they were standing in Sir Guy's shoes. All of these celebrities are a vital part of that great throbbing maelstrom, Hollywood. Hollywood, Hollywood, fabulous Hollywood, celluloid Babylon, glorious, glamorous, city delirious, frivolous, serious, soul of ambitious, and vicious, and clamorous, drama cityful, tragic, and pitiful, funk, junk, and genius amazingly blended, tawdry, tremendous, absurd and stupendous, shoddy and cheap, and astonishingly splendid. Hollywood. Let us at this time present our Sahara Fashion Parade. Travis Banton's costume revived the glories of ancient Egypt. His art displays the charm of the young ladies to the greatest advantage. The first exhibit is an authentic reproduction of a Cleopatra fashion plate. Of course, the plate has been overexposed. Not even a photographer can tell what may develop in a dark room. But pause. Another maiden of the River Nile. From the valley of the Nile came the pearls of great price to adorn the neck of my lady. Another protege of the king's, gazing upon her charms, I can't imagine why any songwriter should compose a tune entitled When the Sands of the Desert Grow Cold. Yes, it certainly is a beautiful gown. And now we will find out what the well-dressed woman wore in the Middle Ages. Some like to call it medieval, but I never was very good at spelling. Boats were not very seaworthy in those days, and this damsel is wearing a dislocated life belt. Of course, in those days, there was no such thing as a rumble seat. Rather difficult, I should say, for this particular lady to see America first in a baby hospital. But you've seen nothing yet. Here comes the bride. Confidentially, she's a former sweetheart of mine. Why, I was just like so much wax in her hands. That's me in her hands now. Oh, well, just another old flame. And now, another cinematic miracle, which brings us to the period known as the gay 90s, when it was considered clever repartee to say, I love my wife, but oh, you kid. But it's still not such a bad idea. The girls sure did take a lacing. Strange what women will do to achieve beauty. This remarkable outfit was much admired by the women of that era. It gave them what was known as the hourglass figure. I suppose it did take them hours to get into it. This lovely Alice blue gown is really my favorite. It was this dress that turned many a moonlight stroll into a parade up the aisle. Of course, it cost the groom plenty afterwards to keep his bride in such regal raiment. And now, Mr. Ted Rito presents his triple threat man, Mr. Johnny Candido, who can run, pass, or kick. He ranges from high C to 30 below zero, or from monotone to metrotone. Where is that Candy kid?
Where's Candy? Candy. Where's Candy?
Where's Candy?
Where's Candy? Where's Candy? Where's Candy?
I'm way up yonder.
He's way out there. I'm way down yonder. He's way down yonder.
He's way up there.
I'm way down yonder.
Oh, I left that little girl in the mountains. She wants me there.
I won't go there.
So I guess you'll have to die in the mountains.
It was a dark and stormy night when my Nellie ran away. The roosters won't crow and the hens won't lay. When Nellie ran away, she was sweet 16, the sweetest old gal that the boys ever seen. Well, 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 do you remember me? I'm your little Nell. Well, where's that actor guy that used to call you honey? Did he send you home to ask for money? He was a mean old brute and he liked me thieves. He had more women than a dog had fleas. Father, I walked this 100 miles. He can't do that to my only child. Papa! Papa! Here comes a villain who had no pity. Took me from the farm and left me in the city.
Pretty, turdy, me proud goody.
You interfere, I'll do my duty.
But I've got a mortgage on your horse and cow.
He's got us where he wants us to bite him.
Here now.
She's way up there.
I'm way down here.
Oh, I left that little girl in the mountains.
I won't go there.
She won't come here.
So I guess you'll have to die.
Oh, yes, I just find my old friend from Minnesota, Mr. L. Brendel.
Excuse my punctuation.
Eduardo Durant's Rhumba band will accompany the nimble feet of Kirby and DeGay as they whirl us away to the land of good Havana. Cigars. make this next announcement. Now, we have with us tonight an actress who has been America's idol for many years. A thrillingly intense person, and that's just what I mean, intense. Past, present, and future sweetheart, Miss Mary Pickford.
The other day, I had a letter from a little girl in Joplin, Missouri. She said, "Dear Miss Pickford, I've had your picture hang alone in my bedroom for several years. Would you consider me unfaithful if I hung Bing Crosby beside you?" I answered and said, "No, dear little Emily. I can't imagine anyone I'd rather hang with."
Oh, well, thanks, Miss Pickford. I'm glad to know that we're beginning to hang around together, anyhow. Hello, Johnny.
Hello there, Bing.
Hello, Bing. Say, Bing, I'm a radio actress now. I played over the air with Coquette with Johnny McBride.
Oh, yes, I heard you. Oh, you were great. Too.
Thanks very much.
How was I, Bing?
Well, Johnny, you do play good polo.
Well, you play a pretty good game of golf, too.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Bing.
Not at all.
Tell me, Bing, what is it you've got that I haven't got?
Twins?
Twins. Ooh, then what a success on the air that lady up in Canada ought to be. You know, the one with 2 twins in a heart.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, seriously, Mary, every time I sing into that microphone, I just imagine that I'm singing right to you.
Funny. Your wife says that that's what you always tell her. Perhaps you'd better sing now.
I guess so, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I present a singer whose voice has thrilled the entire listening world, Mr. Rudy Valley. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Bing Crosby.
I think of you with every breath I take, and every breath becomes a sigh. Not a sigh of despair, but a sign that I care for you. I hear your name with every breath I take, on every breeze that wanders by. And your name is a song I'll remember the long years through. Even though I walk alone, you guide me. In the darkness, you light my way. And all the while inside me, love seems to say, someday, someday. And when I sleep, you keep my heart away. But when I wake from dreams divine, every breath that I take is a prayer that I'll make you
Thank you, Mary, and thank you, Bing. Ted Purita is a versatile young maestro. You remember some of his songs like King for a Day and Laugh, Clown, Laugh? Come on, Ted. Give us one of your own tuneful melodies.
Thanks. I believe I'll play one that you failed to mention, King Kamehameha, which I shall dedicate to Miss Raquel Torres.
became a famous hero one day. He fought a native army and pushed it o'er the folly and crowned himself king of Obaine. When the fray was over, he took the islands over, and this is what he had to say. Uamau ke aoka aina I kapono, ave ke aloha e. And on his throne he sat alone, waiting for a big luau. Royal maidens fair were gathered there to greet him with a grand velakahau. King Kamehameha, the conqueror of the island, became a famous hero one day. He fought a native army and pushed it o'er the folly and said, Ave no ho'ie, Ave no ho'ie.